Hey everybody, I'm Anthony Carboni here for PlayStation with Sean Murray.
Hey man,
from
how
Hello
you
Games.
doing?
I'm good, dude. How have you been?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm good. I'm growing a beard.
Yeah, you're looking a little wild-eyed, man. We're getting real close to June 21st.
Yeah, exactly.
So No Man's Sky,
Right.
what am I doing? What do I do?
Okay.
What is the game now, you know?
So yeah, I wanted to show you a little bit.
Good.
Right?
I'd love to see.
Yeah. So a big part of it is exploration. That's the thing that most people understand, right? Like I can explore around these worlds, but what that means is really different to any other game, right? If I land on a planet like this one, like no one's ever been here before, like literally no one. So you use landmarks like this point of interest here, right? So this is
Oh, that looks safe.
This is a relic. So we can go and interact with it. And this is like a Korvax relic, right? It teaches you an alien word. And you can you get these little bits of almost like interactive fiction, right? Choose your own adventure. So I happen to know what the right thing to do is here. So I like go to sleep in front of this monolith.
Okay.
And when I wake up, it's daytime and I've been healed. My health is recharged. And learning stuff like that, that's a big part of the game. Like each planet has its own kind of set of rules and you're trying to adapt to them. You're learning what does what, right?
Was there something that I could have chosen in front of that monolith that would have done some real nasty stuff to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
But there's also some
Walk
really...
up and poke a glowing monolith on an alien planet. All right.
And that's kind of how I look at it. Is like, you know, are you kind of a Kirk or a Picard, right?
Right.
It's like,
yes.
You know, do you go around being kind of a you know, really respectful of these alien planets that you're going to, or do you just
That's
go
the respect gun that he's using
start,
right
like,
there.
shooting some plutonium crystals?
That's the environmental respect gun.
Yeah, I should be using my mining laser, right? So,
Okay.
And that's the other thing in the game. Like a big part of exploration is finding the resources and planets around you. You're using those resources to build technology.
Yeah.
And to do things like recharge your shield,
Okay.
recharge your protection. That's another big part of the game is survival. So you can see we're in like an extremely cold planet.
Yeah, I notice every once in a while we're taking
damage
a hit.
because we're getting really cold now. So I can pop in here into my weapon and install some new technology. I'm using silicon and sulfur, and I can build this land disruptor. Now that I have that, I can start making some holes in the world.
Oh, good. It's a whole new level of respect for the environment going.
Right, exactly. But so we found some caves, right? And it's nice and warm down here. So we're out of the cold.
Oh, man, this looks so cool.
And that's...
I love this.
So I knew that there was a cave down here, but that
Sure.
wasn't just luck, because there are caves actually pretty much everywhere on this planet. They go on for like kilometers. If you just go down and kind of start exploring. Once I have a gun like this, and I've kind of upgraded myself in this way, I can find those. I can find resources that no one else has found before, or I can make my own little shelters. So a big part of exploring as well is finding, and a big part of sci-fi is finding like new life forms, right? So you can like scan these guys, and then you can name them. You can name the planets that you've been to. You can name the solar systems that you discover, name any creatures that you see. And if you do, then when other people come to those planets, they'll see those same names. They'll see whatever stupid name you think of.
I'm just gonna name them all after me.
Right, I knew
I'm just gonna
that
everything. Oh, that's an Anthony.
Right,
What's it
okay.
eating? Oh, it's eating an Anthony.
Yeah.
What planet is this? Planet Anthony.
Yeah. So we'll know. Your journey towards the center of the universe is just gonna be, you know, the Anthony journey. Basically.
My humble journey.
Yeah, exactly. The cool thing is like that a lot of these planets are already occupied, not by other players, but by like alien life forms. So like these bases like this are sometimes occupied.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just gonna go save my game. And we can go talk to this guy. So that's the real kind of, I don't know, another important part of sci-fi, I think, is to be able to find new life and be able to try and talk to them. And that what's real about that is it being kind of them talking to you in their alien language.
Yeah. And so we went to that monolith before, and it
Right.
taught us a word. So this is a word that we had learned previously.
Right,
so we already know
exactly.
traveler.
Yeah, but we don't really necessarily know enough to communicate with this guy right now. But
I was
we
going to
could
say
try
that feels
talking
like the
to them.
least important word in that sentence, probably.
But if we choose the right options and we're interacting with him in a good and positive way, then not alone will he be happy and he might reward us, our standing with that race will raise, right?
Okay.
So they consider us better.
I want to do it.
Yeah, okay.
I want to do it. I want to do it though. Oh, peaceful planet.
Until you came along. It's all he's ever wanted.
Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Do you remember what the first thing I asked you about this game was?
I believe you asked if you could carve your name into the planet.
It was, can I write my name in the planet and can I poison the water supply?
Ah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna shoot that guy. Boom. What is it like to be you? What is it like to be you? I'm new here. I'm new here. Come back.
This.
How do I scan it?
I know.
How do I
don't-
scan it and name it? How do I skin it?
You can actually scan a dead creature. I don't
Cool.
think you should be allowed to. So you want.
Why? I caught it fair and square. I get to scan
You
it.
want L2.
L2.
You want L2. And this sentinel is now coming over, and he's like, "What's been going on over here?"
Nothing, dude. I don't
Right.
know. I walked
Yeah,
over
just-
and this guy just keeled over, and I walked over to do some dinosaur CPR on him, and
There's
I don't know.
nothing. And they've gone up. They seem happy.
Do your
They're
thing, man. You just mind your own. I'm a law-abiding
like-
citizen of the
I
universe.
was trying to resuscitate
Oh,
him.
I've got a jetpack on. You didn't say that. You were just walking around
There's a reason I didn't tell you that.
like a jerk. You could have been jetpacking the
Using
whole
your
time.
legs.
I'm not like the Henry David Thoreau of space. I'm flying around on a jetpack if I've got one.
Suddenly I have a feeling like I don't want to release this game.
Release the
I
game.
wanna-
Release it to me. So I scanned that creature, that poor creature that died of an unknown.
What do you want to name him?
Yeah, I would love to name this creature. Is what I'm getting at. So would I go to options, right?
Right, go to your discoveries page.
Discoveries page.
L1 and R1.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
There he is. Oh, that's what he
Yeah,
looked
you
like
can
when he was
rename
happy
him.
and alive. Look at him, bounding around. Probably
Do I have to
to
ask?
do crimes.
Do I have to
He
ask
was
what you're
probably a
gonna call him?
crimesaur. I would name him Crimesaur, except he didn't get away with it. So
Right,
he
okay.
gets named Anthony.
Of course.
And then, you know what you're gonna run into though? You're gonna run into that MMO problem though, where it's like, well, if I can't.
Anthony 23.
Yeah, I
Right.
can't name this Lord Destructor, so I'm gonna be Lord Destructor XXX. Hey, buddy. What are you, like a happy little crab guy? What's your life like? Boom! I'm mining you.
So I don't know
I'm
why
using a mining laser
I
to
don't know why
mine your
I'm telling you
entrails.
this, right? You
Yeah.
can melee.
I can melee?
Yeah.
Oh, how do I melee?
So that's you want R1. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, come here, buddy. Knock this dude around.
So if you look up when you're doing that.
This is, by the way, a sea Anthony.
Okay. Well, at least you know you're getting more and more imaginative.
Yeah, well, you got to.
Right. Okay.
Oh, you can make that dinosaur rocket jump. I have captured the dinosaur's flag. Is that how this game works?
Yes.
So I got sentinels after me.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's okay. We saved our game.
Okay,
Okay.
good. Good to know.
So we're gonna restart back at the base where we saved our game.
Right.
You were paying attention.
I was paying attention. I
Right.
do remember that.
Okay, cool. So the cool thing is I've showed you kind of combat, trading, like survival, exploring, but all of that happened just on the planet, right? And the cool thing about No Man's Sky is space is just like up above us this whole time. So let's
you
go
know,
out into space.
like it's crazy. It's gonna sound so dumb saying this. Like I know that, and I know that's the point of the game. But I had forgotten that as we were walking around on the planet. Like I had literally, there was enough stuff. Like there was enough to do that I had totally forgotten that we could just bolt anytime we wanted.
So
That's crazy.
let's just get out into space. So,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna summon my ship. And this is actually a Korvax ship that I bought earlier.
Nice.
So you can see it's quite sciencey looking.
Yeah,
right.
I like it.
It's not that well armored, but it is like, it's got some cool tech installed. And so, this is the game. You can just hop into your ship, and just like that, I've already flown over that entire area that we played in. Right.
That's so nuts. That's so nuts.
So I could fly like seamlessly out into space, and then you're working with a totally different scale.
Yeah.
So like if I just slow down once I get out here, you can see some of the moons of that planet. Some asteroids hanging out in space, and you can mine those asteroids for resources as well.
Cool.
You can see some of these trade routes. So that's traders going about their business, right? Bringing goods back and forth to the space station, going down to the planet and gathering some at outposts.
I love that you can see contrails where things are typically traveled to sort of guide you.
And you can actually make out, and you could from the planet, like below, you could see islands and kind of like continents. And if you were to fly there, you would find that those were there. And that looks like it's got some like water, and so you will probably see some like life down there.
So that's not some rough approximation of the type of planet. That's the actual
planet. And as you go down,
topographic map.
Right, it gets more and more detailed. And we saw some freighters up there.
Yeah.
Right, and because we've decided that you're going to play as a space jerk, I can show you the kinds of things that would happen. Right.
You flew into space, and I was like, the first thing that I wanted to scream out is, and now we're in a space combat game.
Right.
But I know that you don't have to shoot anybody if you don't want to.
But
like,
we can.
Let's.
But I'm in this tiny little ship, and these are huge freighters, right? But I can blow out some of their cargo holds, and I can like grab some cargo. I'm going to get a wanted level for doing that, and they're kicking my ass straight away. But, I needed to show you because I know this is what you're going to do. This is the first thing you're going to do. So it kicked my ass. We knew it would, right? But like now we've respawned in that space station that we're looking up at. So that's kind of cool. That was tiny from the planet below, and now we're stood in it. And it's got like an interior and stuff, right? Wow. So let me just show you that. So you could go in there and like save your game. Potentially sometimes there's NPCs in here and you can like talk to them. You can discover new tech in here, that kind of thing. You can also come in here for trading. So every now and then you'll see like ships landing, coming in, and you can potentially like buy those ships.
Okay.
Or you can trade with the NPCs who are inside in those ships. But the reason I've brought you here, right, is there's a window. Right. And that's the planet that we were on.
That's where we were. No!
And if you see my crosshair in the center of the screen, that's about the size of the entire area that we were playing in.
Whoa. That's so cool.
So like we kind of showed you a little bit of combat, a little bit of exploration, survival, and trading, NPCs, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the game is the scale, right? We were on this planet playing in like a couple of 100 meters squared, right? Now we're out in space, we're dealing with hundreds of thousands of kilometers. And if I pop out into the map, this is the galaxy. And we're dealing with light years. So this is the star that we're just orbiting around. Where day was turning from night and stuff like that, that was done because our planet rotated around its axis and turned around this star.
Sure.
These are the other stars that we can reach nearby, right, with our current hyperdrive. And that over there is the center of the universe. This is the path towards it.
Whew.
But it's like a really long way away.
Wow.
And every one of those stars is its own solar system with its own, like, NPCs and buildings and freighters and ships, creatures.
That is so crazy. This is so amazing. And I mean, we're getting close now. We're a few months away.
Right, that's right.
June 21st, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's a hard game to like demo in, a few minutes or whatever, but hopefully that gives you some idea.
Yeah,
Gets
absolutely.
you excited for June.
I am like
21st.
crazy hyped for this thing. Crazy hyped for this thing. So yeah, it's coming out on June 21st. Remember, you can pre-order it now on PlayStation 4. Sean, thank you so much, man. This has been so fun.
Thanks.
PlayStation